Hey everybody, welcome to Back Porch Cooking and Reminiscing. I'm Roger, and as always, I'm glad to have y'all here with us today. If you're craving a good old-fashioned comfort meal, this right here, it's gonna hit the spot. I'm making tender chicken breast in a rich, savory mushroom and brown gravy. This is the kind of meal that you pour over mashed potatoes and everybody goes back for second. It's easy, it's hearty, and the best thing, your crock pot does all the work, or at least most of it. So let's get started on this cozy dinner. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to season our chicken. Now I've got some, this has got salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and thyme. And of course, I'll leave that recipe in the description for you so you'll know exactly how much to use. But I just combined everything together here so that I could do this. So we're just going to sprinkle this over our chicken. Get it good and seasoned up. Well, this seasoning sure does smell good. Just cover your chicken pretty liberally with the seasoning. Get some everywhere. Yeah, I believe that's going to have our chicken. We'll turn it over. Give it a little coating on the back side. I use the other hand now though, because I got my hand wet. And I did wash off our chicken, so it's been washed and everything. I just don't trust the chicken coming straight out of the package without cleaning it up a little bit. All right, and we've got all of our chicken coated with some seasoning. And if you got a little bit left, just take and sprinkle it on there. All right. So that's the first thing that we got to do. Now the next step is we're going to take our chicken after we've got our seasoning on it, and we're just going to put that chicken in the bottom of the crock pot. I just had 3 pieces of chicken here. Of course, if you've got a family of 4 or 5, you can always just put 4 or 5 pieces of chicken in there and it will be fine. So I've chopped us up some onion and sliced us up some mushrooms. So we're just going to dump our onions in there on top of the chicken. This is just a small onion. And then we're going to put our mushrooms in on top of the chicken. All right, got all our mushrooms in there. So that's what's going to look like with our onions and our mushrooms in there. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to mix up our gravy to go over top of it. So I've got 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. So let's get our cream of mushroom soup in our bowl here. We're going to mix all this separately instead of trying to mix it in the crock pot. Get all of our cream of mushroom soup out of there. And let's go ahead and get us just a little bit of water so we can get the rest of that soup out of the container there. Just take your spoon, kind of stir it up a little bit and try to get everything that was stuck in the bottom. All right, that looks good. Okay, and the next thing we're going to put in there is we've got a pack of onion soup mix. So we're going to put that in. Let's give that a little bit of a stir before we pour in our broth. Now on our broth, it's a cup and a half of chicken broth. And then I added just a little bit of au jus to that. But you can use a packet of brown gravy mix and just mix it in here. I've got the au jus stuff, so that's what I want to use. So that's why that this is going to be kind of brown, is because of the au jus that's in it. And we're just going to pour that right in there on top of everything. Yeah. And now we're going to just give it a good mix. Just enough that you incorporate everything and get the soup mix all broke down. And we're not going to add any more salt or anything to this. That seasoning that I put on the chicken, we had some salt and pepper in that. So we're not going to add any more. And then the next thing is we're just going to pour this all right over the top of our chicken, mushrooms, and onions. Just scrape everything out of the bowl. Make sure everything's got some of the gravy mix on it. And folks, that's all there is to this recipe. And that is not very hard at all. So this is what we look like once we get it done. Next thing is we're just going to put that in the crock pot base, and you can cook this for 7 to 8 hours on low, or you can do it 4 to 5 hours on high. So just totally up to you how you want to do it. So that's it. And we're going to get this on cooking, and we'll be back when it's ready to go. Our chicken's been on about 8 hours now, and it is looking and smelling delicious. And I stuck a fork in it, and it is tender as it can be. We got a good mushroom gravy to go over top of it, and made some mashed potatoes, cream potatoes, and so we're going to be having that. We'll pour some gravy over top of that. So just wanted you to see what it looked like once it got done. As I say, it's beautiful. And we will get it plated up and be back here in just a few. So we've got our finished product. We've got our chicken with some mushroom, got our cream potatoes with some gravy. Made us a little bit of a vegetable medley with cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, and a couple of pieces of toasted rye bread. So now it's time to get to tasting. And so now it's time for the taste test. Got us some chicken, got some mushrooms on there, some gravy. Let's see how it is. Mm, that chicken is so tender. You can cut it with your fork. The mushrooms and the gravy, out of this world. I haven't tasted the potatoes yet, but I'm sure they're going to be just totally awesome. So y'all need to make this for your family, share it with your friends. This is real similar to the Crockpot Salisbury steak. They're a little bit different because we're using chicken, of course, but this has got a really, really good flavor to it. The gravy is rich. I believe y'all will enjoy it if you make it. And remember, hit that like and subscribe button. Share this video with your friends. And Appreciate y'all being here, and we'll see you the next time.